I'm back.
That's Greg, and I'm Renee.
So here we go again on the next fun project. So while I was gone, the Dometic Brisk 2 went out. It's gone. It's done. Well, actually, it was kind of being done for a while, wasn't it? It was a 13.5K unit. Now we're going to swap it out for a 15K and try and work around this weather window of thunderstorms for the next 4 days we got. All right, so what I plan to do is I got like a two-prong thing, a two-prong Rubik's Cube going on here. So our front AC, the refrigerant is low. It was low from the time it came off the line. And the rear AC, the fan is locked up on it. Well, it's not. It locks up and you have to spin it to make it unlock. So the fan's bad. So what I'm going to do is we're going to replace the front unit with this Brisk 15K. I'm going to cannibalize the fan out of the front unit that's low on it, Furrion, and put it in the rear unit, which cools good. So hopefully this nets us 2 good cooling units and an upgraded one in the front. So I know Renee mentioned in the last video something about converting to a Coleman. We decided to go with the Furrion because it's more readily out there as a semi-direct conversion from the Dometic. You can get the blocks and the wiring harness to do it. And plus, honestly, they're all made in China now. Oh, in addition too, we really like our micro air thermostat. So that gets us in a position where we keep that thermostat and we don't have to buy a new thermostat. So that's good. That's a $300 purchase right there. So hopefully this gets us back to being cooled off. That's what we're working at. And I'm going to get her done. So it's the day after getting the AC unit and it's 87 in here, probably 87 outside. And I'm going to go ahead and just roll with this. So first off, no, I am not a professional. But that being said, I actually looked around on the internet for a Dometic to Furrion conversion, and believe it or not, nobody has like made a video about this for Dometic to Furrion. So I'm just going to kind of let you follow along with me and see what I do. So I already got ahead of myself a little bit. This is the Dometic airbox cover. Here's the Dometic airbox assembly. So I did have to order this separately from Amazon. It's the adapter wiring harness and the blocks for the Dometic airbox to actually adapt to the Furrion unit and the longer screws. And gonna have to take the bolts out. Another thing, to everybody does these airbox mods on the ACs with the I don't know if you can see it right here, these efficiency mods, and I've got it all taped up with aluminum foil tape. So there's going to be a component to getting this out of here when it's all taped down. And oh, another fun thing, this is going to be fun, getting the Furrion AC unit onto the roof of the trailer. So good times.
Pretty sure I got this.
Yeah, somebody's going to blow up a bike. It's not going to be me. Have I mentioned it's like 90 degrees in here now?
I went ahead and just opened all the windows and turned on the Max Air fans. And those Max Air fans, that's a mod that Greg did before we went full-time. Bathroom, living room, and bedroom all had, I mean, do you know, what was the name of them? The crappy fans?
There's one that has a little like 6-inch fan in the corner that barely spins and doesn't move it. These things will move some air.
These move air.
This trailer before these were in, I would probably be dripping sweat. I have some movie sweat going or something. But here it's just hot, but I'm not dripping with sweat. So they do move a lot of air. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna watch Greg get started.
Oh, I got lucky on that one. So 3/8 socket for this Dometic airbox. Those bolts are just a little bit long. This one right here is not wanting to come out. TV is getting in the way of me getting this all the way out. Just gonna be a little bit ginger with it. All right, it's hot up here. Here's one major thing I just forgot before I got too deep into this. Turn the circuit breakers off.
Oh my gosh.
For power to the AC. That's why I am not a professional. But I didn't get into the wiring yet, so
Oh my gosh,
I could
Greg.
argue. I could be a good lawyer and argue that one. And just like that, no power. I was about to start dropping this all into my hands, and I saw the control box. So the control box, apparently the Dometic control box works with the adapter harness to run the Furrion AC. The more you know. So anyway, we run into our first problem. This fourth bolt right here is stripped. It's just running around in there. So I got to figure the best way to get that loose, because nothing's happening until I get that loose.
$88.
So what are you doing?
I hit my limit.
Yeah.
It's hot. Too much.
Yep.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Just to acknowledge, if you're going to be anywhere on the Gulf Coast in the summertime, you're just going to drip with sweat. That's just, you just have fun with it.
It's hot. It's just hot and incredibly humid. All right. Back to rounded off bolt.
Yep. And I don't know how I'm going to grab a hold of this and try and get it out yet. But so whoever put this AC in at Cruise RV, of course, pounded away on it until it stripped it out. You know, you got to be careful with power tools. Like the good old drill, they got a lot of torque, and you can't just go into the drill starts to struggle, because most fasteners will destroy themselves first. All right, I'm going to try and put the channel locks on the stripped out insert. You grab for a second, then let loose. Oh, it's tight. Ah! Oh yeah! There it goes. Woo! Good thing we're getting rid of that AC unit. Yep, so I'm wondering. Okay. So I'm gonna have to.
Did you just cut yourself?
Yeah. Oh, another thing, the edges of this is freaking sharp. So what airbox mod did we do this whole thing we bought before we left North Carolina? What was it called? The RV Air Mod or something like that?
I would have to look that up. Did we get it on Amazon?
Pretty certain I'm gonna have to cut that out. Funny, everybody's doing these airbox efficiency mods. When you take it off, man, it's some work to get them off if you put them in right with lots of foil tape sealing up like every little last bit of stuff. So I'm pulling that off. I'm going to leave this bottom part right here in, and maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe when I drop the Furrion unit on here, this will line up and I don't have to redo all this. Let me see that camera, Renee. Let's look at airbox mods here real quick.
Do you need a flashlight?
No, I don't think I do.
Dark in there.
So look, you literally seal up all of this so you're not blowing cold AC into your roof cavity. And I literally spent a lot of time like sealing this exactly for no leaks, and I sure hate to take it all apart, honestly. So maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see. So I'm going to push up and see if the AC is actually loose on the roof. Yep, it's loose. All right, we are kind of ready to take this little party to the top of the RV and figure out how we're going to do all that stuff now. right, so according to everything I've read, it just picks up off of here and goes at this point, and you got to clean the roof material around it and put the new one on. And I'm going to also pull the fan motor off of this one, where it's going to take to change out the fan. Uh-oh, look at this, a hole. How long has that been there?
Oh boy.
Yep.
That was under it?
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, look. Let me see.
That's something you would never find if you weren't lifting up your AC.
Yep. Look at this underneath here.
Oh, crap. I don't want to.
Yeah. I bet it got done putting it up here. What do you think?
Well, if it's under the
Yep.
surface of the AC in it, then yes.
Okay.
What do we
Well,
got?
that's how soft spots happen, but it's not soft yet, so we'll Eternabond it after we clean.
Clean, dry, Eternabond.
Yep. All right, so I'm just using some Ellie's Awesome. You'll get some Karens and the Kens in the comments, or that see this, it'll say that it's harsh on an RV roof. Cool, whatever, it's my RV roof. RV industry is death by 1,000 cuts. Each one of these discoveries is 1,000 cuts, while other people defend it. Well, you know, a lot of it is, in my opinion, is generational. Like what Gen X was raised with, being craftsmanship and attention to detail, might be different than what another generation or somebody who wasn't raised around doing anything crafty is defining as put together well. So, I mean, by my definitions of how I was raised in the carpenter industry, this is not sad at all. No attention to detail.
Sometimes you just don't discover these things until you're getting into something else.
Yep. So this is Greg's experience, mechanical adhesive type theory going on here. So take it with a grain of salt. But literally I'm going to use this as his template to cut round Eternabond patches. Round being the reason because you don't have sharp corner edges. And sharp corner edges are sharp corner edges are more likely to start to come up. So if it's completely round, then it's going to make a better seal. It's going to adhere down better. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. And then I get my pen, and then you just draw. And since I found another questionable spot from where the people dropped or roughly handled the AC up there, and it looks like it thinned it out, I'm going to put 2 down, and it'll all be covered up by the AC, the new AC that's on there. So there's your template. All right, got 2 round patches. So here's a little spot that was just stretched and thinned out a little bit that I just don't feel good with it. And since it's pretty much underneath the AC, it won't show. So I'm going to go ahead and put a patch there too. And I'm pressing. It don't feel like a soft spot. So I'm going to let that roll, and hopefully we caught it in time, since the AC is over it. So like rain wasn't just going straight into it. Now if water rolled for whatever reason, it went into there. So, okay, I need fingernails. Here, let me see that.
So yeah, this is so sticky. If you don't have a nail edge, maybe a really thin pair of tweezers or something. But I usually manage to get it separated for them.
We're just going right here and centering it over the hole. It's stretched a little bit. You can tell where the weight of it gouged when it went down, but we're just going to center it right here like that. And then get our cool little Amazon steamroller and just work it, get it going good, and it'll probably never give a problem again. So the Furrion comes with this divider. The Dometic has this kind of weird halfway metal connected one. So I guess I gotta figure out which one we're going to use here. All right, so I'm going to just try and fit this up there and see where we are. But the conversion kit has these spacer blocks, and it shows those going into these corners. So I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together with this. So this goes like this. You got an extra towel we can just drape over the TV? This is cumbersome. It don't look right. Do I not need this? I don't think I need this. Does it just go right in? I didn't need that. The instructions are confusing. It says install 4 conversion brackets onto the bottom of the foot roof top unit as shown. It doesn't show which way goes which way. It just says use the 4 short bolts, which are these right here. So I see where it has this hole for the longer bolt to go through. So I'm wondering if that's what it is. And should I run this all the way through here to line the holes or not? All right, so the instructions aren't real clear. It just says install these adapter blocks on the conversion kit up into the bottom of the AC with the short bolts. So I'm just assuming that since these ribs are right here, it goes up through here somehow. So I'm going to loosely do that right now without cutting my cheek open, hopefully. So you're not going to get anything powered to drive this in because the bottom of the block is in the way. Interestingly enough, kind of stinks that I'm having to manually do this. We'll have AC one of these days, y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm dealing with here. That's just kind of right here. What do y'all think? A ratcheting wrench? Because it's not enough room to get a socket or anything powered in there. So I'll old schooling this up in there. And this one right here, it's got kind of loosely going. All right, I'm going to go find something ratcheting. That's going to take me forever to do that. So I get to do this the old-fashioned way with just a 3/8 inch wrench because I don't have a 3/8 gear wrench. So when you're full-time on the road, it's hard to carry all the tools for all the things. But I add them as I figure out I need them. But this little ratchet gets in here pretty good. Got this right here, this tiny cute little thing. It's a cutie pie. Cutie pie ratchet. Oh yeah, it's flying now. All right, so the adapter blocks are in. Now I got these long mama jamas that I get to drive up the air box plate with. And I'm going to see if we can use the foam one that came with the Furrion unit instead of the metal one that was with the Dometic unit. So we'll see. Might not do it. I don't think I'll be able to use that. All right, so the Furrion foam piece does not seem to want to work. So here we go with the original piece to fit up and see what happens. Yep, that's going to be the ticket. All right, y'all, so we're going to bring this thing home. I'm going to give you some final thoughts for this that you need to consider with this conversion. One, we had a Dometic 13.5K Bris 2, just to set that expectation. We were running that AC. We put a Furrion 15K on here, and it's quite a bit louder. It moves quite a bit more air. So the noise level is going to be more. So I'm immediately spinning into getting a silencer on this thing. But it does move a lot of air and it gets cold. It works a lot better than the Dometic unit. So I want to share that. Also, the conversion's worth it. Just go ahead and buy the kit when you do the conversion. You may or may not need the plug. If you really want to nerd out on that one, then you can just drop your lower airbox assembly and look at your control box and just look at the plug and see if you need a new one. But since you need the blocks anyway, I would just go on Amazon and just get the conversion kit just like it is and use it. Aside from that, it's just the consternation of getting the units on and off the RV and however you decide to do that in a safe fashion that doesn't damage anything. So I feel like we kind of hit it well from a non-professional's way of doing it. And I do feel like a reasonably experienced RVer could do this. But please get help getting the AC unit on and off the roof. Oh, and don't forget, cut the breaker off if you don't like getting a little bit of wake-up juice as pushed through you. Probably would be a good idea, because I temporarily forgot for a second to do that. That said, we've had it in for a couple days now, and it blows cold, and it moves some air, and it's loud. But you know what? We're in South Alabama right now, and I will take the loud for it being nice in here. So, hope this may be use to you, and we'll see you on the road.
I feel like I'm doing some sort of dance
It's
here.
almost like the keys to the castle are all about air movement. Whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay.
Should have got you one of my cute flowery ones.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not as tough. Oh, there goes the TV.
There's my helper down there all miserable and hot. Yeah, I think I can incite it a little better down there.
What am I supposed to do?
Sit there and wait to pick up and blow out something.
Watch the TV.
Ah! Oh, good thing I had the hat for that.